Hi, I'm Jackie Roby, Chief Excellence Officer of Inspire Journey Consulting. I am back with Ann Biggin, co-founder of Healing Hotels of the World. So happy to have you here again, Ann.
Thank you.
So I wanted to talk to you about a few of the things that you do with healing that are really extraordinary that I think are uh, aspects that everybody can benefit from. So I was fortunate enough to meet Ann at the Healing Summit. So the annual gathering for Healing Hotels of the World. And I would just love for you to touch a bit on what is great about the Healing Summit and who should join.
Okay. So yes, we started this. It was supposed to be on this May 16th, 17th to 19th, but we don't have to explain why it doesn't take place. The Helix Summit was found because we really wanted to create a place um, where we can come together beyond healing hotels. It was really, it's not a healing hotels of the world conference. It was really because we are in our hearts activists and we want to change the world very simply, very simple like this. And so we invited a global community, people I have met at Global Initiative 5, 6, 7 years ago, and the whole world, everyone who was interested in making an impact in the world. And of course, healing is goes much beyond the body. It goes into the mind, into the soul, and into our communities. So understanding that each action we do has a consequence. Each smile I give has a consequence. So especially in the business world, we wanted to step out of that wellness world, or even out of the business world. We say we meet and then we make deals.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what we wanted. We wanted to open our hearts and share. Whether we are multi-billionaires or whether we are very normal people with normal income, it doesn't matter. It was all about the wisdom of the heart. And that's why we created the Healing Summit and brought together the most incredible people on stage who shared their journeys and their wisdom. And we had a lot of sharings, how can we, in our personal lives or in our business life, how can we do better? Better meaning better impact to the world. Or we could also say, doing well by doing good. So this year we don't know. It's still up in the air. We have nobody really knows what's happening in October. It's planned for October 19 to 21, and everyone should come. It's not for these people or those people. Everyone who has the wish to contribute to a better world, please get in touch with us.
I love that. I mean, that was one of the things that I was so surprised when I got there is the variety of people that were there and just the power of being in a room with so many like-minded, positive people who have that care that you have. It was one of the most beautiful things I've experienced.
Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
great.
So in this world of all of us being inside more often and everything happening virtually, what Healing Hotels has done is created the first virtual retreat. And what's been great about that, I know, is that you took a lot of time and effort to make sure that it was the right format, and it made an impact and it represented exactly what you needed it um, to be impactful for healing, right? Not just throwing something together.
Yeah.
So this past weekend, I was able to participate in the um, Journey to Your Inner Place of Power
Mm-hmm.
retreat for 2 days. So I personally loved it. I could talk for days, but tell me a little bit about what inspired the format, actually.
Yes, I have been leading retreats for 30 years or so. Creating, hosting retreats. And I always found that if we come together, um, and share in a space which is safe, nurturing, we can open up, we can be vulnerable, nobody judges you. And then you have people, teachers, practitioners, who come from service, who come from the place of service to humanity. And I'm rich in the sense that I know so many of these beautiful people in my life. And so we carefully selected them. We were very clear that, in COVID, I mean, even before we thought, it's a good time for creating healing at home, but it was actually at the start of COVID that we thought, okay, this is it now. And we started the healing at home thing where we invited people to apply for a free healing session with one of our friends, and that was very well received. And then we worked. Actually, we worked about 2 months on the creation of the signature healing a virtual retreat, and we really worked with practitioners who have an amazing experience for many years and come again from a place of service. That's the difference. And so they, we know a bit about how a flow should go. We have a lot of experience how, what works with one another. If you sit together on Zoom 8 hours each day, which was at the first virtual healing retreat for Europe and Asia, we were 8 hours together. It was very clear that the energy of the practitioners, the themes, and everything has to flow into one another, and it was beautiful. After 2 days, it was an amazing outcome. And so for the second one, for the Americas, we had to rethink because it's a different mindset. Mm-hmm. It's a different situation right now in the United States. Different challenges. In a way the same, but then different. So we looked again, we changed a few of the teachers and really created a place, let's say a curriculum which was supposed to give everyone the room to be where you are right now, not feeling you have to change or you have to something, but just be the way you are right now, and then open up and see what would you like to embrace, what would you like to feel, and then offering tools like the emotional freedom technique based on a very new, it's an old technique, but now very based on a very new scientific research. Or everybody else, many of these teachers, they are doing this for 30 years or more. So they are very warm, beautiful hearts. And again, this retreat, that's not about money. That's not about, somebody comes to make money. This is, eventually we will have to make it a business, but right now it's an offering. It's an offering because, I, especially after this retreat, I could see 13, 14 people opening their hearts, top professional women and men, one man, opening their souls up to a new understanding, being so freely and so open, sharing their pain, their joy, their sorrow, their fears, and working through this together is outstanding. And I'm very happy, and so we will certainly continue that journey and always look into what's the outcome very carefully and then craft the next one.
It was, honestly, it was extraordinary. And I think one of the things that I noticed as a participant, I'm kind of an open book, and seeing people who you could tell were a little bit more closed off, and by the end, just how it opened them to feel, and to start that movement, which I just thought was beautiful. And I know that you did some offerings and givings to people in the healthcare
Yes.
industry.
Yes, we did that. We created a package where you could participate and offer 1 or 2 spaces for a package price for people who need. And I think this is also It's a time. I mean, honestly, it's a time where we have to rethink everything. I, this is for sure. I mean, um, right now I'm actually in my own personal money crisis in the way that I don't think that we can't go on like we did before. We cannot let humanity, the sacredness of a human being, be valued through money, through the means of money.
Mhm.
Can I afford to have the best cancer treatment? Of course, everyone should have the best. It can never be a question of money. This is inhuman. It can never be a question of having the best education. So I'm actually going back into my role of an activist here. And watch out, but it's the truth because we are so used. I'm a businesswoman for all my life, but I have always struggled with the authentic human being behind that. We are used to wearing masks, We always it's all I'm so brave. Yes, I make a fortune. Blah blah blah. What does that mean? What does that mean in a moment when we understand that all we're actually looking for is happiness? In the end, we're looking for freedom and happiness and peace. And we work ourselves crazy to find 5 minutes of peace over the weekend.
Absolutely.
This is not. This is hopefully humanity got a little bit, and we all, including myself, we got a little bit of a better understanding that there may be a more simpler way than that. So
It's amazing. It's a step in the right direction, right? And it gives that introduction for people who need it. And especially right now, being able to do that from any place that you're sitting, your living room or what have you, was really exceptional. So thank you for doing that. And watch out, world, because
yes, because
you
this
are
is
a force to be
also
reckoned with. You and Elizabeth.
it's also a it's also this is really especially when you speak with people from, I mean, I'm German, right? So speak with people from the United States, and I love the word tenderness.
Mm.
Tenderness to ourselves. We all know self-care, self-love. Excuse me, but blah blah. But if you use the word tenderness, meaning tender to yourself, to myself, tender. Not we can't change things if we do not feel that tenderness to our own feeling.
Mm.
There's a deeper sense of sweetness of us that's us. So I just want to invite everyone to really, when we wake up in the morning, to sweetly check into our heart. How do I feel? And whatever I feel, it's okay to feel. But maybe we don't have to stay there. Maybe we can give us our little child inner hug and say it's okay to feel whatever I feel, and then softly move into the
I love
forgive me for that little excursion, but
Thank you, Anne, for leaving us with tenderness. That's beautiful. Uh, this has been amazing, and we'll talk to you again soon. Um, have a gorgeous day.